All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hypnosis Hero, the show where we interview some of the world's greatest hypnotists, stage and hypnotherapists. And we also have them demonstrate what they do. That's right. They're going to they demonstrate their style of hypnosis. Tonight, we have a special treat. We're going to go on a journey, which is going to be really exciting. And tonight, we have on Dwayne Vandervoort. And I've heard him say his name before, but I can't remember exactly how to say it. I'm going to go with Vandervoort. Vandervoort. He's gonna fix that for us when he comes on the show. Of course, we also have looks like we have no Brian tonight. Brian's AWOL, but it is Memorial Day, and I know he was served, so he may have some fallen brothers that he's thinking about tonight. We're also, or he might be on a motorcycle ride. That's the other option. Or he may just have forgotten. Anyway, we're also going to do a giveaway. That's right. We'll do another something from the store. We're also going to be doing, and that'll be on the lottery, and that'll be for whoever's who's watching can enter by using the hashtag when they comment, hashtag, all one word, Hypnosis Hero. That's right. We'll show you some of our winners in the past. We're also going to do product spotlight. I've got a really cool piece of gear to show you all tonight in case you haven't seen it before. And we're going to be doing tech tips with Shawn. And if Brian does show up, he may want to do the show after the show. We never know. If you have questions, you have comments, you have concerns, please drop them into the comments. And Captain Shawn will take care of those. With that, we're going to skip over Brian. We're going to bring on the Captain right now. Hello, Captain. How are you?
Good evening, everybody.
Good to see
you.
you,
What do we know on this fine Monday evening?
What do we know indeed? Well, I'm hoping that you, Shawn, have something that we need to know. A tech tip, perhaps.
Yeah, I do have a tech tip, but there's always a tech tip. And this one has a little bit of a story behind it.
Okay.
And it involves a school that contacted me. They were hosting a major awards show for authors. And authors are not technical. So
Okay.
there was no real technical writer until Monday last week. And by Friday, I had to whip up the sound and everything else like that. So my tech tip of the week is be nice to your tech people. We were able to make it all work. And, as always, tech people seem to pull out these miraculous solutions for everything and make it look nice and easy, but no, definitely be nice to your tech people. One thing that you can do is
one thing you can do. Good. Yes. Be nice to your tech people. I know back when I was studying acting in college, I did a little bit of stagecraft in the back, and I tell you what, it's the tech people get no credit and they do all the work. Really. It's it was not for me. I wanted to be out in front. And it looks like the Captain has frozen up on us. So his next tech tip is don't freeze up. So if you're listening, Shawn, you're frozen. Refresh, come back. Hopefully I'm not frozen. All right. So good friend of mine tonight. We're going to bring him on. And we're going to chat with him. This is how it works. If you're new to the show, here's how it works. We're going to chat with our guest, a hypnosis hero. He's the guest hypnosis hero this week. We're going to chat with him for a little bit. We're going to find out about him, how he got started, what he's up to, what makes him different maybe than some other hypnotists we have out there. And then he's going to do a demonstration of his techniques. And it looks like Shawn's back. And
we're back.
We're back. And so we're going to chat with him. We're going to have him do his hypnosis. Shawn, was there more to your story?
No, the one thing that you can do that I think everybody often overlooks, and there are thousands of ways to do this, but when you're communicating and you're doing things back and forth, each party should be keeping a list or a record of what's been going on. Now, a lot of people use email as their file storage management system. Mm-hmm. Email was never intended for that. It was intended for communication back and forth. So the solution to that is something like a OneNote, Evernote, or the Notes app that's in your your phone or your device. All of those will work well for you if you set them up properly. So, and there's tons of tutorials out there that will help people do just that.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Shawn. All right. With that, we're going to bring this guy on. Good friend of mine. He's doing some really incredible work. He represents a program. He has a program called Vision Journaling Live. Hope I didn't mess that up too, just like his name. We're going to find out in just a minute. But so his life experiences and career have led to the research and development of a wide variety of personal enrichment programs, curriculums, including the vision journaling method of life engineering. What a great word. You like that word, Shawn? Life engineering. Instead of just
it gives the connotation that this is not something you just slap together.
Exactly. You're not just life living, you're engineering. It's a unique blend of highly effective visomeditative imaging, trademark, new word, self-improvement treatments, processes of meditation. I mean, really, there's just, and I didn't even know this. There's the Vipassana Insula. Trademark also, another word. I want to ask him about Vipassana. I'm very interested in Vipassana. It's just let's just bring him on here before I just screw this up anymore. All right, with that, everybody, get ready with the applause button, Shawn. Or not, we don't need applause button. We've got the live audience. Get ready, live audience. And give it up for Mr. Dwayne V.
Well, this really sounds like a big crowd going on here.
We've got dozens, if not dozens, of people watching right now. Dwayne, first of all, how do you say your last name? And this is the last time I'm going to ask you, I'm sure.
That's perfectly okay. It's a little confusing. It's Vandervoort.
Vandervoort. Yes.
Yes. The T, the R is silent and the T is silent. The first R is silent, and the final T is silent. Vandervoort.
Yes. I knew. I was looking at it going. I remembered it wasn't as simple as it seemed, but I couldn't remember what exactly it was. Welcome
you
to the
did
show.
just fine. I've been called much worse, Jim.
Haven't we all?
Yes.
Dwayne, welcome to the show. If you have questions for Dwayne, please let us know. Drop those in there. And I'm not frozen. That's good. What was I going to say? Never mind. I'm all confused. Anyway, Dwayne, tell people a little bit about where you got to where you're at today. What's the journey? Where does Dwayne? I mean, we don't just roll out of bed doing hypnosis, right?
This is true. Actually, this is not true. You do roll out of bed doing hypnosis. That's sort of how it starts your day, you know. So you come up from delta into theta before you hit full awakening.
Excellent point. Yes,
exactly.
My
journey, just in a nutshell, my journey began some 25 years ago. You know, I went to school, did all the whole mental health thing, got my doctorate in counseling, and was all into that zone. I did doing a whole lot of work with the Department of Corrections, with youthful offenders to begin with, and about a dozen years ago, I came in contact with Dr. Bruce Lipton, who had written a very powerful book on the power of belief, called The Biology of Belief, actually.
Yeah.
And read his work and just was fascinated with some of the things he was talking about, and the whole theory of epigenetics, which is not a theory at all, but made connection with him. He was very interested in what I was doing at the time. I was incredibly interested in what he was doing, and we sort of teamed up together to begin to work on developing life engineering style programming, so that could be utilized to actually create a life most desired by the average ordinary individual, without the need even necessarily for a therapist to assist a person their entire life, so that they could develop practices and techniques on their own that could bring them out of the state of bumping into life by circumstance and begin to engineer the life that they want. So you said it as good as I could say it when you first started. Engineering does bring up the idea that something is happening on purpose, as opposed to the way that most of our lives tend to unfold by accident. How do we get to where we are? Most of the time, it's accidental. It's just whatever happens, we happen to bump into it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. The programs that we teach and operate from are programs that establish a person in that ability to engineer their life. I've been doing this now for the last 12 years with Dr. Lipton as a mentor and a co-developer. And I've never looked back. It's been my life purpose coming into fulfillment. So
yeah,
I don't know if that really answers the breadth of your question, but that's how I got here.
love it. So first of all, Dwayne, you're trying to put us. Sounds like you're trying to put us all out of work. Is that what you're saying? They don't need a therapist anymore. They can do their own thing. How dare you?
Yeah. I believe I'm not trying to put anyone out of work, because there's always going to be a call for a teacher, and there's a lot of people on this planet. So, but teaching people how to think, teaching people that there is a choice about how they think. That's really what we're about, because I think that the gut reflex that people have when it comes to their thinking, when they even think about thinking, is that they don't really have a choice about it.
Yeah.
And so we teach that there is a choice, and how it is that you can make that choice.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what I love about sorry, I'm just trying to find the website. I want to get that. I want to show that. Visionjournaling.live. And we've got a special offer for that, by the way, folks. We're going to talk about that later, but and you're so right, because I know, and even before, I can remember thinking, that I was being hassled by the man, my parents, or my boss at work, and all these. This is why I can't get where I want to go. And I think too many people are blaming circumstance and or really just not engineering. They're just they're like that pinball that's just kind of bounced around in life. They've got a vague goal. They want to get it up there into the points area, but they keep getting bumped around. They don't know exactly how to work those flippers. And that's what I love about your program. And you have so many different programs included in the one thing. Like, say somebody, so somebody can take advantage of each of those, whether it's the yoga, the meditation, the hypnosis, the other things that you have, or maybe somebody doesn't, for some reason, they're crazy. They don't want to do hypnosis, so they've got other things to choose from.
It is very well said, Jim. And on that note, in order to achieve a very specific life, one has to go beyond the level of desire. It's one thing to desire something. It's even one thing to have an idea of what that thing is, which is a step above the ordinary. Even to have the idea of what that life is that one wants, that's the next step. But where the magic happens is when you step into the zone of, okay, this is what I desire. This is exactly what it is. And I can now code the subconscious mind. I can literally write code, connect synapses in the brain, create new neural pathways. I can do that will end me at that goal. So it's an activity. It's a brain activity that has to take place if you want to reach that place by anything other than an accident. It requires mapping, mind mapping, coding, setting up.
If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there.
That's insane. And most of the time that's nowhere. Yeah.
Exactly.
or, you know,
You
or
could
it's a
wind up in Canada. Stop
yeah,
by.
it can be a big surprise. So life engineering is about that very thing, Jim. It's about mapping the brain. It's about coding the subconscious. It's about setting up new neural pathways that deliberately take you specifically to the spot on the life map that you want to end up. It's not an accident. The,
Yeah.
those people that have done the things that they have done that we're also enamored by got there on purpose.
Mm. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And so tell me about some of your students. Do you have some great success stories that you can share?
Well, we have quite a few, and you kind of caught me off guard with that one.
Oh, sorry.
To share other people's stories, um, I can tell you that we have actors, we have that have gotten the roles that they wanted
Mhm.
by mapping it, by
Mhm.
entering the code that needed to be entered into the subconscious mind in order to get there. We've worked with professional athletes. We don't think that this will be the place to begin to call names, but we've got a long list of people that have had success with this. But we have also worked for the last 3.5 years with major universities doing research.
Mm.
To establish this as a evidence-based science. And
Mm.
we're just now moving out of that phase of research where we're doing research project after research project after research project, and we're beginning now to implement it. And you just mentioned the trial coming, or maybe you didn't mention it yet, but
No, please talk
we're
about it. Please talk about it. Yeah.
now. So we're beginning now to roll out periodic free trials of our
Mhm.
programming.
Yeah.
And we just finished up one, and we're about to roll out another one sometime in July. It'll probably be closer to toward the end of July. And it'll
Yeah.
be a 30-day free trial for people that want to sign up for that, would like to enroll in that free trial. It's entirely free, and there's no obligation. Nobody's going to come knock on your door and try to beat you in the head to sign up or anything after the fact. If it's not for you, there's no obligation, but if you want to sign up for that, just go to visionjournaling.live, call the number. Mandy will get you signed up.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and share the. We're going to share we're going to do a screen share of that, of the website. I mean, you can maybe talk us through a little bit. It's going to be a little bit hard to see, um, but we'll do our best. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Let's see. Every time it's a chore for me. I don't know. Let's see. Stop sharing. No, there we are. Okay. Show on stream. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. No, share screen. Yep, that's right. Okay. Well, maybe it is right. Can you guys see the vision journaling on there? No, I don't think
I
so.
I can see part of it on my screen. Yeah. Well, I can't now, but I could.
Oh, okay. Let's see if we can fix that. So, tell you what, if you're at home watching right now, go to the website, visionjournaling.live. It's visionjournaling.live.
Jim, there's
And
a lot of sections on that website. If someone goes to that website, there's a lot of sections on that website that are just information, but there are also a lot of
yeah,
sections on that website that are program. So if someone goes there and they click on a tab or a link and it takes you to, you got to sign up type of thing, that's because you clicked on a link or a tab that takes you to part of the program. But
yeah,
uh, if you go to the about page, the the intro letter, um,
mhm,
the the endorsements, those
mhm,
things. That's going to give you. If you click on the about page there, Jim, you'll see
yeah,
that. And that you'll see that everything under there is information about what it is we do, the
yeah,
philosophy, the how it works, and everything's all right there. Yeah,
yeah.
but if you go to the home, back to the home page,
Mm-hmm.
and scroll all the way to the bottom. The contact information and stuff's down there.
Okay. So yeah,
All
if
the
you'd
way
like to take advantage of this 30-day free, right there, we've got, is that where they go? The Crestone Freedom Project?
Yeah, 719-298.
Yeah.
719-350-5150. If you call that number,
Yeah.
Mindy will help you get signed up for the free trial.
Yeah. Let me make sure we've got that over here to share. Shawn, I'm sending that to you. You to share. Totally free. And this is what I want people to understand, because I think I really encourage you to go look at way more than you think it is. I'm certain of it. Because there are programs going on 24 hours a day to help you. So, Dwayne, can you just talk a little bit about those programs?
So the Vision Journaling Live program itself and the Radical Freedom program are made up of many different types of elements. There's timeline therapy. There's multiple different kinds of VMI journeys that we do, and that's just basically visual meditative imaging. Or it's therapeutic imagery. We do a lot of therapeutic imagery with our participants. We have law of attraction classes. We have alpha up hypnosis that Joe Tabanella from HMI College works with us and does those classes. We have. Let me just scoot over here myself and and just go through.
I'll take a look over here at the
Yeah.
live. Which time then? Okay.
Yeah, we have life engineering classes just on life engineering, which we introduce. We introduce the philosophy of life engineering. We have consciousness classes where we actually go into the elements of consciousness, the 4 levels of consciousness, and how those are, how we transition from one to the other. We have visioning practices that are studied in life engineering classes that actually help a person to go from one stage of consciousness into another. We have book nook that we do, which we just go through various really informative and healing books, and we study those together. We do shadow work groups. We have mind mapping classes and sessions. We have a bathhouse. We call it the bathhouse. It's just sound bath. We do nutrition classes, cell command therapy. We have an apothecary where we get together and we talk about various ways of natural healing. We have different instructors that lead these classes that are very good at what they do. And it is a very long list of things that we do, and that's on top of the vision journaling process itself, which is basically a prompting interface that each one of the blocks in the vision journaling platform is prompting the participant to participate in a particular practice. And all of that, I just want to make sure we understand that nobody, I've never known anyone other than myself to do all of these. Okay. So this is because it could become very overwhelming. But we have participants that come and they decide these are the things that appeal to me. I really feel like I get something from this element, and this element speaks to me, and this part speaks to me. And with the vision journal itself being the foundation, and then they add to it from a long list of things that we're offering.
Yeah. Can you give us an example of a couple of the prompts?
Sure. Gratitude is the first prompt on the vision journal, and so it's also one of the first things people look at and say, "Oh, well, I've been practicing gratitude for years. I know all about the practice of gratitude. And so we have just a little bit different of an approach to gratitude, and we teach it a little bit differently uh, than what you might have experienced gratitude in the past. And we go into gratitude as a state of consciousness rather than a list of things.
That's interesting.
So,
Yeah, kind of
go
explain
ahead.
that a little bit then.
Yeah.
So instead of I'm happy for my house, I'm happy for my car, I'm grateful for this
I'm
piece of
grateful
pie.
for
Right.
I'm grateful for my wife. I'm
Yeah.
grateful for
Right.
this relationship. I'm grateful for this group of friends that I have. I'm grateful for this home. I have a nice home. I have a great, wonderful job. So there's nothing wrong with having a list of things that you are recognizing that you're glad that you have.
Yeah.
But if we attach our gratitude wagon to circumstantial things, to things that can disappear in a moment, then when they disappear, if they disappear, and most of the times they come and go,
Mhm.
our gratitude goes with it. So
Ah,
if our gratitude is attached to the home, the job, the spouse, the relationship, the friends,
yeah.
the Rolex, whatever it may be, when the house burns, the wife leaves us, the friends all walk away, so does our gratitude. So gratitude is a state of consciousness. And I tell it this way. Um, it can be accessed at any time, in any place, under any set of circumstances, regardless of condition whatsoever. Because when I strip away, all of the begalice. Anybody know what begalice is? It's the stuff you pick up when you're walking through the weeds. It sticks to your pants and
No.
your it's
Ah,
it's a weed. And
okay.
you will walk through the weeds of life, the stickers and the briars and the begalites that get stuck to you. When you strip all of those things away and you come down to the present moment and you attach to that, what you find is a state of gratitude for nothing at all. You will find
Gotcha.
in the moment of being aware of breath, in the moment of
Mhm.
being aware of life happening, of the heart beating, in the moment of becoming aware of that and only that, all there is gratitude. And it's not an idea, it's not a thought, it's a state of mind. I
Hmm.
even would go so far as to say that that is what we are in
Hmm.
our fundamental state is gratitude. So when we practice gratitude in vision journaling, we practice to enter into that state of being, to feel that way, just by becoming aware for a moment of the breathing, just by allowing the mind to let go of all of its attachments, and just to feel that state of presence, the present moment, and then begin to try to express what that feeling
Hmm.
feels like, and it brings it up. It allows it to become, it magnifies it, it expands, it swells inside of us. And new neural pathways begin to form around that state. And what you find down the road after practicing that for a period of time is that you just begin to stay in that state. It's very difficult to be knocked out of that state of gratitude, and the house can burn down and you're still all right.
Wow.
Your
That's a
friends can walk away from you and it's still okay. You can
because you still have the feeling.
this is how you can live in the poorest country in the world, and the US News and World Report will say that your country is the happiest of all. Somehow you've connected to the
Wow. Yeah.
state of gratitude. Yeah.
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 Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. So that's the first block. That's the first call to practice is the practice of entering into that state of gratitude, and we typically try to have that happen first thing in the morning when you're starting your morning with hypnosis.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Good.
before the cup of coffee, before the shower, before brushing your teeth, just to try to just enter into that state of gratitude, letting everything
Yeah.
go. Yeah,
Sounds good.
yeah.
Fantastic.
So,
And Shawn, be sure and jump in anytime you want. And anybody who's watching, if you have questions, you have comments, concerns, we have a light audience tonight. Holiday, didn't check the calendar. We got a holiday today, of course, here in the States.
That's okay. People will see us on the replay.
They will see us on the replay, but they are going to miss out on the
Live prize.
The live prize. That's right. The Damn I'm Pretty. Oh, yeah. The travel mug today. We'll show that later. Dwayne, so you've worked with Dr. Lipton, and you were talking about epigenetics, and I find this such a fascinating thing. And I think that now, I mean, it was kind of like you were talking about. It was kind of a theory, and now we get it. It's like and this is one of the things it's always when I'm working with clients, because I thought being overweight ran in the family, and they'll tell me that well, everybody in my family's overweight, and I say, well, do y'all eat the same stuff? do y'all do y'all get the same amount of exercise? And I mean that's and so what we've discovered is and well, I'll let you talk about that. Can you tell people kind of the difference between what was used to be thought of as epigenetics or your genetics, and that your genetic predispositions, and then what you've discovered, what science has discovered with epigenetics for those who haven't heard.
Sure, I'll give you my my understanding of it. I'm definitely not going to try to replace. Bruce is not here tonight, so I'm not going to go into it in any way as thoroughly as he could. But
yeah,
so epi is a Latin term that means above. So as in the epidermis, that's the layer above the skin. So,
yeah.
So epigenetic literally being interpreted as something above the gene. There is a control, there is a causation of genetics. There's a causation of gene expression that happens above the gene. So used to be considered that DNA was the primal causation of genetics. So if you had a certain DNA, then you were basically predetermined to have a certain readout. But with epigenetics, we now know that genes can either be active or not active. They can be turned on or off. I guess you could call it that. It's not literally, but they can be either become active or non-active. You can have a gene for a certain type of cancer, which most every one of us have some gene somewhere that can be activated and become a cancerous gene. But that layer, that power, that control over the gene is perception. It is the environment. And so it's not, so we say that it's the environment. The environment is the epi or the control above the gene, but it's even more so than just the environment. It is the perception of the environment. And so it gets really kind of complex from here, but basically, just to try to bring it down to something a little bit more digestible, if I am looking at my environment, if I am perceiving my environment as being threatening, as being, I'm in fear, I am in fight flight, there's something bad going on here. So the world is out to get me. Nothing's ever going to work out for me. Money is hard to come by. I'm limited to this thing. I mean, this is my perception of my environment. Then the body chemistry is going to be determined based upon that perception. We all understand the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system. And when you're in fight flight, you're in stress mode and your body is producing the stress chemicals, which kill you. 90% of all disease in this, in the body is caused by stress. And stress is a direct output of our perception of our environment, whether or not we're supposed to be afraid or worried or concerned. That's where the stress comes from, and that's where disease comes from, and that's where gene expression begins to take place. So that is the theory of epigenetics in a Dwayne nutshell. Definitely not in a Lipton nutshell.
I think it was great, and it really gives us an example of how, just because something has ran in the family forever, like you say, oh, my family gets lung cancer, for instance, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to.
That belief alone, though, will activate that gene.
Interesting. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And you know what's interesting too, and if you're out there, please take advantage of the Shawn has shared the phone number. Take advantage of the 30-day free offer. Hey, just jump in, give it a couple of days. If it's not for you, nothing to lose. But it really could change your life. And the interesting thing I find about this too is that things that we think of that are kind of universally are going to kill us don't necessarily. I had a client one time. She was in her 70s. She was very thin. She said she was in great health. She smoked a pack and a half of cigarettes every day. She says, I eat anything I want. She goes, I'm having a little bit of trouble actually being motivated to quit smoking because everyone in my family has smoked and none of us have died from smoking. We all live into our 90s. And so that's a hard client to convince, or to even get on board because it's not costing them anything. And so it's so interesting to me that we, some people can live this kind of a life where they're doing all the wrong things and they don't suffer any consequences of it. Do you think that could have anything to do with their belief system?
Absolutely. It has everything to do with belief system in general. First of all, before I forget it, let me plug Bruce's book, The Biology of Belief. It's been in print now. It's been a #1 bestseller for years, but it will explain all of this. But to take off on that, the biology of belief. And so you don't have to look very far in a whole different philosophy to come up with the same explanation, Jim. Now, I'm not trying to preach here. I want to give anybody get the wrong impression. But if you go down the road of religion and you start talking about faith, this is what we're talking about. We're actually talking about, so how does faith work? It works this way. And fear is faith. Fear is some of the most powerful faith in what you do not want that you can possibly come up with.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly. And we hear this from, not just the Christian faith, but from so many others. It's not just relegated to one particular people from around the world have known for so long that you get what you believe in. That we are creating our realities based upon what we're holding inside, that our reality is literally an outpicturing
of
what we're holding within. That's the belief. This lady that you're describing is a perfect example. I don't endorse smoking. Okay. I mean, it has a lot more effects than just death. I mean,
no, true. Yeah,
exactly. The way you smell, it affects your romantic life, all kinds of things. But definitely. But this lady's a perfect example of she has complete disbelief and a total faith in the fact that that's not affecting her. And I can't help but believe that but based on what I know about epigenetics and Dr. Lipton's work, that has a lot to do with her result.
Did you want to jump in there, Shawn, with something?
Yeah, I was going to say, you couple that with the fact that we've talked about this before, Jim. Hypnosis plays very well in the realm of behaviors, emotions, and belief.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so now you have a tool to help you start engineering your life.
Yeah. Hey, if you're watching us live right now, where it's Monday night, it's about 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Make a comment. Use the hashtag Hypnosis Hero. and you will win a lovely prize. You'll win a lovely prize. But just for tuning in today, you get a lovely prize. You get 30-day trial in the Vision Journaling Vision Journaling program with Dwayne Vandervoort. Yes. And that's at visionjournaling.live. Go check it out and then call the number down there. Talk to Mindy. It's interesting too, and I wish I could remember. I wish I could cite the study or something, but I saw something recently. Well, a couple of things there's, depending on how you think of stress is whether it'll be bad for you or not. So if you think that stress is harming you, then the study indicated that it would harm you, and if you didn't think it would, it wouldn't. And then the other thing was certain foods that they were finding that if you didn't believe they were bad, if you didn't have faith in that they were bad, that they weren't causing the kind of rising in cholesterol and things like that it would if you thought it was bad for you. So I think it's very interesting the way this belief is playing a part in our lives. But this is my question. So I can tell myself that, when I get stressed out in traffic, it's if I look at it one way, I can have the same physiological effects, but it doesn't damage me. Or I look at it another way and it does. How do I get that belief where it's a positive thing, where these things are positive, that I could, and let's just, this is ridiculous, but that I could, how could I get the belief that if I smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, not going to harm me at all?
That's a good self-delusional question. Let me preface anything. I need to chew on that one in the back of my mind while I'm saying something else. But let me just say that all of this really, Jim, such a fascinating science, of which I don't know nearly enough to be a voice of authority here with you today. But I can tell you that it really boils down to it boils down to chemistry. Okay. All of this is not even biology. Mm-hmm. Okay. We could even say, okay, well, Dr. Lipton is a famous cellular research scientist from Stanford University, and that's where all this came, cellular research. But it has an origin beyond cellular research. It is chemistry. And if you look at the human apparatus, particularly the brain, its primary function, aside from sending signals directly to muscles to make them move and whatnot, it has another function. Its primary function is a chemical plant.
Yeah.
There are a long list of chemicals that your body is so proficient at making, and the brain sends the signal to your lymph glands to make certain mixes of chemistry. Those mixes of chemistry dump right into the bloodstream and get delivered to every cell in your body, just like that, and changes everything.
Yeah.
You can go from one thing to another thing, from one emotional state to a total different emotional state, from one physical state to a total different physical state, just like that, by a change in your blood chemistry. You are a walking, talking petri dish, and your brain is making chemistry that goes into that petri dish that all the cells of your body are floating in and living in. And we're making a toxic soup for ourselves as human beings because of our view of what is happening. Now, your question was, well, how do I change my view of what's happening? And I want to smoke, but I want to believe that it's good for me. I don't know that it's actually good practice to tell someone how to do that.
Fair enough.
I don't. So let me give you this, Jim. It's a great question. I'm going to be thinking about it for the rest of the night, by the way. But I don't even know that I don't even know that any of this is really about trying to make ourselves believe any certain thing in an opposite state of what we currently believe it. It is about reducing the fight flight response. It is about reducing the stress hormone buildup in the body, and the beliefs and the anxiety and the stress load begins to become more and more and more and more reduced as in response to our bringing that down. And we do that through techniques like we teach and you teach and others teach. It's not necessarily attacking, I need to believe that smoking is great for me. It's about reducing the stress response in the body, and everything begins to fall in line automatically.
Yeah.
That's what I think the answer to the question is.
Stress is just the root of all evil. The interesting thing too, though, I think that about like stress and how our viewpoint of it can really affect things. I was working with a client one time, and she was in probably her 70s, and you know, we would talk about stress and these kinds of things. She said, "Stop saying stress. That's one of those words that you kids made up. You know, in my day, we didn't use that word. We weren't stressed." And I think it is interesting that I think obviously they were stressed, but I think it's different. We approach it differently. We now have maybe better labels for it. Maybe we understand it a little bit better. You know, that is one thing that I think that if anybody, if you just want to start making a more positive impact in your life, just get those stress levels down, the negative stress. You know, there's positive stress when you kind of stress your body for exercise or something, or when you do something that's difficult but rewarding. But that day-to-day stress, you know, where you're stuck in traffic and you're complaining, or you're stressed because you can't pay the bills, that kind of stuff. Boy, that's what's really that's causing a lot of harm in that chemical soup, like Dwayne is talking about.
Yeah, Jim, and you know, I was sitting there listening to you talking about stress, and now I think I'm beginning to understand just a little bit better what it is that you're saying. We need to identify what we're pointing at when we say stress.
Mm-hmm.
What are we actually pointing to? Are we saying the traffic jam is stress? Or is it our response to the traffic jam that is stress?
Exactly. Right.
Okay.
Right.
The traffic jam isn't stress.
Yeah.
The bills not being paid isn't stress.
Yeah.
A raging, out of control boss at work isn't stress. Our response to those things, or as Bruce Lipton would say, our perception of our environment or the phenomena, that's the stress. It's the perception.
And I'll use a great example for those out there that are listening. Take the traffic jam thing for instance. You know, so if you're stuck in traffic and you're on your way to an interview for a job that is your dream job, pays twice as much as you make right now, yeah, it's going to be pretty easy to be stressed. But let's just say, for instance, you're a death row inmate and you're on your way to execution day, and that's giving you that extra 20 or 30 minutes of life. Well, you're pretty happy about that traffic jam. So it really is a pretty extreme example there, but there really is a different ways of looking at it that can cause either be negatively impacted or positively impacted.
It's you're absolutely, that's it. It's the perception, and so then you ask the question. So we're coming to the answer to your question. How is it that you let those things go, and it is done by letting go of control, the need to control everything.
That's good.
It's a need to control everything, and just coming into a place where you're in the moment, you're experiencing life. Life is happening. Nothing is wrong with this moment at all. This moment right now is okay.
Yeah. That is really good. That is a really good one. I just made a note of that to try to make a clip of that one right there. That's a good one. Grab a clip out of that. Dwayne, what keeps you going, man? Because this is if you go over and look at that, visionjournaling.live, please go take a look at it. Visionjournaling.live. Go take a look at it. This is a huge project. I know you have help with it, but you're kind of it seems like you are the figurehead. You're the vision of the vision journaling. That's your vision. What keeps you going?
The vision.
The vision. Great answer.
Yeah, the vision. So and that is what we We just summed up what it is that we teach.
That's awesome.
If you want to keep going, if you want to wake up with fire in your belly every morning, if you want to just want more, if you want to be almost indefatigable, just can't be worn out, get yourself a vision and adopt the belief that nothing can stop you, and that'll keep you going.
For sure.
If you have no vision, if you haven't come in contact with a sense of purpose, of why in the heck did I come here to begin with? What in the world am I doing on this planet? Until you come into contact with that deliberately by thinking about it and allowing it to emerge into your field of view,
yeah,
then you're just existing.
Yeah.
See, I heard, what you just said there were about 3 different things that I just was picking up. Vision has to be seen.
Yes.
Which means you need to keep it kind of in front of you at all times.
That's vision journaling.
Right? Now, here's what I've explained to some of my clients when they're in for a session that, similar to this, where we're developing a vision. I said, the closer you get to that vision, the more you're going to see.
Yes.
And the more that you see, the more you're going to be able to want to do, and the more you can do. And every decision that you make will help either fill in a piece of that vision, or it will lead you to something that might be slightly different.
Yeah.
But it's going to expand the closer that you get.
Yeah. We tell that, Shawn, all the time to people that are in our classes and our groups. And we say it this way: vision gives birth to more vision.
That's good. It's really good. Yeah. Another clip right there. All right. Well, we're going to get to the. We're going to start gearing up for the. Do we have any? Okay, the hypnosis part. Dwayne's going to do something really interesting with us tonight. Before we do that, though, Dwayne, we have a couple of things we do first. I'm going to do a product spotlight, but before we do that, Dwayne, we have a big, huge, important question to ask you. This part of the show is called Friend or Frenemy. And depending on how you answer this question, Dwayne, we find out if you're a friend of the show or just a frenemy. Shawn, would you like to do the honor?
This is normally Brian's bag of tricks, but I'm with Jim on this one.
Yeah, and it's an incredibly, our viewers.
This is a life question.
It really is. It's
what kind of question is it now?
This is a life-changing question.
Yes.
And the question is this.
I'm ready. I'm not going to stress out over this. Okay.
All right. Don't stress out. Stress in a good way. Yeah.
All right, Dwayne. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Absolutely. If you're going to have pizza, you have to have pineapple on it.
Oh.
And extra cheese.
Well, to cover up the pineapple, I guess.
Well,
did I fall into I must be in the frenemy section.
That's okay, Dwayne. We have a lot of frenemies. There's a lot of evil people out there and with their evil pineapple pizza tastes.
Yes.
That's the only pizza I will eat is a Hawaiian style pizza.
The only pizza they'll eat. Wow.
That's the only pizza I eat, yeah.
Wow. Oh.
Once in a blue moon I'll have that.
Wow. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, nice talking to you, Dwayne. Get him out of here.
Jim, you can still come for the free trial, though.
Yeah. Okay. So you can hate pineapple pizza, but still do the trial, folks. That's what he's trying to say.
Absolutely. No judgment.
He's probably going to try to force you into. That's part of the engineering is engineering you into the pizza place, the pineapple pizza place.
We do subliminal messaging about Hawaiian pizza during our hypnosis sessions. Yeah.
There it is. Exactly. All right. That was fun. Hey, everybody. We are going to do product spotlight now. So I'm going to send these guys away. I got something cool I want to share with you guys this week. Shawn, can you do that? Can you send me out to the front? Dun, dun, dun. All right. So I want to talk to you about this right here. Now, if you know my work, I have, of course, the Hypnosis Hero app is where we got the idea for the podcast here, and I'm working on getting it back into the store. I'm hopeful that by the next time we have a podcast, we will be back in the app store. We had some updates that didn't happen. Everything. So the once again, just want to remind everybody: use the hashtag Hypnosis Hero with your comments, and you will win a travel mug tonight. A damn I'm pretty one. We'll show that in just a minute. But so, if you're familiar with my work, you know that with the Hypnosis Hero app that I have, and also my downloadable recordings, and then also when I work with clients, I create a recording for them and to listen, because I think that with hypnosis, it's not this one and done type of a thing. You need that repetition, kind of get that in your mind. But I also find this is helpful for meditation as well. I create some of those, and there's a lot of great apps for meditation. But so this right here is basically it's headphones in a strap. Now I'm going to play a fitness model. Now I'm going to demonstrate this. This is the Music Cozy one, and you can see right there. Now what you can't see is over here. There are little speakers right there. They're flat. And I will tell you, you don't have to have them right over your ears. You just put them on behind your ears. And what they do is, so instead of so a lot of people are like, well, I don't want my partner to, have to listen to my recordings, because maybe it bothers them, or, I always tell them, hey, don't worry, it's not going to make your non-smoking, husband become a smoker if they listen to your recording on, non-smoking. So it's not going to affect them anyway, because it's made for you. But if you're afraid of them disturbing them, or you just don't want the whole world listening, this is such a handy piece of equipment to have, because you can listen like with headphones, but they're not poking into your ears, and you don't have to worry about them falling out or anything. So, yeah, this is a really great product. Also keeps your ears warm in winter, and it's Bluetooth. So that's fantastic. You can hook it right into your phone. You got volume control, skip, and also there's white noise and some sound effects. There's a stream and jungle, that kind of thing. So that's the Music Cozy headband headphones right there. Brand name Music. The great thing I like about these two is they are actually they use the newest charging plug, the USB-C, the standard now. The other one I want to show you is the LC Dolita, and I actually had this one before. So this is the one. This one is a great setup. So if you want to be able to listen to music, hypnosis, meditation while you sleep, or even while you're running around the house or something, you can use it for that on the airplane. And I'll demonstrate how lovely it is. You can put this on. Woo-hoo. Sexy beast, I know. It's Bluetooth. You got volume control. Now this one will actually takes the USB Mini. So if you haven't upgraded with the USB-C, or you don't have a Lightning, cable around your house, this is perfect for you, because you got USB-C. So if you got like a Samsung phone, something like that, that's not USB-C yet, then you can use this because it's Mini USB. All right, great. LC Dolita is the brand name for that. And let me make sure that's showing up on the carousel. It's not. So that's there. They've got a lot of funky colors with the LC Dolita too. They've got purple, they've got gray, black, just every kind of color you could imagine. Pick yourself up one. I've had this one for like 2 years, so they last. I've had this one for about a year. They last a long time. All right, back to Hypnosis Hero. So, you know what? So I was going to, Casey asked the question. Yes, they are eye masks as well. Show you late night. She takes late night naps on the road. And I've actually used it on the airplane. You can pull it down like this. So yeah, perfect. And they still line up on the ears if you do it right. Yeah, they still line up on the ears. So yes, you can use it for that.
As long as you're not using it while you're driving, that way. That's probably not the best use of the eye mask feature.
Shawn, what have we been talking about on this show? Belief, Shawn. You've let us down. You've let us down. See, look at that. I believe I can do it. I don't think that's what Dr. Lipton was talking about. Um, all right. So, Dwayne, tell the people what you're going to do tonight for the our typical hypnosis session.
Yeah. Okay. So I mentioned earlier that I do a whole lot of therapeutic imagery. We call it visual meditative imaging. We do a lot of journeys, and this is one of those. I guess you could call this a journey. We call these, and we have we do these a couple times a month, couple of evenings out of a month. These are our Veil DM therapeutic imagery sessions, and everyone knows what Carpe Diem is. Seize the day.
Mm-hmm.
Veil Diem is the exact opposite. Is release or say farewell to the day. And so this conversation we've been having today so really segues very nicely into this particular visual meditative imaging session, and in that this buildup of stress that we've been talking about, this buildup of stress hormone in the body that we've been talking about, is often a byproduct of unreleased elements of the day from one day to the next. We're like a bunch of chipmunks running around with stuff stuck in our jaws from the day before and the day before that and the month before that and the year before that. And we never ever let go of that stuff. We think we have because we're not actively thinking about it in the conscious mind, but we're still hanging on to it subconsciously from one day to the next. Someone said something that hurt our feelings, and we just never got around to letting it go. We just never got around to just flushing it and letting go of it. So as human beings, we've developed a knee-jerk reaction to hanging on to stuff day to day to day to day, and it builds up, and it has more of an effect on you than cholesterol in the system. So these VLDM sessions are all about deliberately releasing or saying farewell to the day or the elements of the day, and it's a visual hypnotherapeutic type journey.
I love it.
And so it will require a person to want to participate. No one's going to be knocked out, and to follow along with it as we go. Deliberately participate on your own willpower because you want to, not because someone has put you under some kind of spell. Yeah.
Good deal. Yeah. So for everyone who's watching or listening, this is a time where we're not going to be driving, so don't listen while you're driving or moving around, operating heavy machinery. This is where we kind of rest. We lay down or find a comfortable chair, one where you're not going to fall out of it in case you kind of zone out a bit. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and blank my screen out for the duration of this. Just a reminder, you can make your comments with Hypnosis Hero to win a prize at the end of the show. And just enjoy the journey, everybody. Thank you, Dwayne. It's all yours.
Thank you, Jim. All right. So endeavor to journey together. Becoming aware even before the eyes begin to close. Even before you turn within. Becoming aware that you're breathing. Just notice that. Just stop for a second and notice. the breath that's coming into your body and how it feels. Passing your nose, turning at the back of your throat. And when you're ready, when the time feels right to you, if you'd like to join this journey, you might like to allow your eyes to gently close and become more comfortable. Stay with that breath as you turn within. Turning our attention, our awareness, away from the external world, away from the world of material things. Turning away from sounds and smells and sensations on the skin. Just connect with your breathing. And in the presence of this, the only moment that you will ever truly live, this one. You can recognize that objects, sounds, and smells and sensations on the skin do exist. They're there, yet somehow they're beginning to lose value. Now, as you begin to allow a very peaceful, easy, relaxed, and calming focus to come to rest around your breath. Just go ahead and take a big, deep breath all the way in. Let that peace wash over you now. Just allow yourself to feel the qualities of the breath. Follow it completely now. Notice how the inhale slows down. Notice how it grows deeper and becomes smoother and more fulfilling when you begin to observe it like this. Just notice that. Feel the coolness as it enters your body. Feel how it swells your chest and expands you from the inside. Just feel that. Filling you up with this gift of life. Breathing in even deeper now. Deeper. And deeper. Down into your belly. 5 steps down into the very innermost parts of you. 5, deeper. 4, deeper still. 3, 2. Feel that sense of letting go of everything at 1, if you like. And on the next out breath, you might like to imagine that all unnecessary thought forms, all tension, all fear, doubt, or worry are now simply riding out and away from you on this out breath right now. If you would like, you might imagine that every thought of worry becomes caught in a light breeze around you and begins to drift further away and further away until it vanishes completely. Can you see that? Can you feel the lightness of the body becoming free of all that you may have been carrying with you from this day? Just breathe. Nothing else matters. There's nothing else to do. Just this breath right here. Begin to scan your body. If you'd like, you can scan all the muscle groups. And if you find any tension, simply allow a gentle release to replace whatever tightness may be there. Take your time. Allow each group of muscles to come into a state of peace and calm. That's it. Just like that as you breathe. Just like opening a hand and dropping whatever's in it. And let go. And let the body completely relax. This day is coming to an end. Every event, every pain, every joy, every heartache, every mistake, every accomplishment before this moment is fading away right now, setting with the golden sun in the distance, ending as the day ends. As you continue to remain aware of the fullness, smoothness of your breath, observe yourself right now. Just look back at yourself. and notice that you're seated here on a soft, grassy slope. You can begin to see that or feel that beside a crystal stream that runs gently into the warm waters of the ocean below. Just look at yourself sitting there breathing. This is a special place that you have made for letting go, for watching the evening light say farewell as it dips into the sea. And you have brought a book of empty pages and your favorite pen to write with today. It's on your lap. You can find it there. If you'd like, begin now to reflect upon this day or this week or even this chapter of your life. As you breathe, just reflect and ask yourself this question. What things would I like to leave behind? What do I no longer need to carry with me? What moments come to your mind that you feel you could have done better in? Write them down here on a blank page. See yourself making this note and see it on the page as it is being written. Is there anything that has brought you pain or discomfort? Write it here. Stay with your breath as you write these notes. What mistakes do you feel that you may have made? Just write them out, one at a time, and take your time for the next few moments. What worry will you leave behind today? And when you feel complete, there's no rush, there's no hurry. But take the sheet of paper from your book and fold it into the shape of a tiny toy boat. Just like that, just fold it up and place it onto the flowing waters of the stream and breathe. Just breathe as you watch it drift away toward the outgoing waves of the ocean below. The sun is melting. The ocean is glowing. Your body is breathing. Your heart is beating. And this day is coming to an end. And all that you are releasing is growing smaller now on the distant horizon. If you would like to, you could even allow that little boat to disappear completely. And now, as these images fade, and as you prepare to return to waking consciousness, I'd love to invite you to become aware that there's something amazing forming within you right now. Something beautiful is trying to emerge through you right now as your very life. There's something unique and magnificent about you. And that something is waking up. I feel it. Feel it now. And know that as you release what you do not need, you make room for the newness of this very moment. You make space for growth and healing. When you're ready, when the time is right for you, come back gently, bringing only that which is good and positive and true for you, leaving behind everything that no longer serves you. At 5, coming up, 4, 3, 2, and at 1, feeling awake, alert, and refreshed. Now, when you're ready.
You might be muted, Jim.
All right. Thank you for that, Dwayne. That was fabulous.
You're welcome. Thank you.
For those of you who are listening now, or when you're listening later, please drop a comment. Let us know what that was like for you. Oh, I love that. Just kind of making a little boat, and that day is just floating away. Very interesting. Good. I got to tell you, it's enhanced too by what I would consider an accent. I'm sure you consider me with the accent, but from my perspective,
Who's got an accent, eh?
I've heard so many accents now that I don't even hear them anymore. But yes, I have an accent, Jim. I realize that.
Well, only to people on this side of the country, and you know. I remember somebody telling me that they could tell I had a California accent. I was like, really? How could you tell? I don't know.
It might have been your beach blonde hair.
Well, that was probably it. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. We're going to go into the lottery. I don't know if anyone is going to win. I don't think I saw any Hypnosis Hero hashtags today, but I will tell you that we do have a new product in the store. Let's see if I can show it to you. Where's it at? I think that'll do it. Okay. This is the Damn I'm Pretty travel mug, everybody. Damn I'm Pretty travel mug. And let's just show that real quick. Chrome tab. So if you want to win this today, of course, it's over at if you go to my website, Jim Kellner Hypnotist, you go to shop now or something like that, you'll find the store. If you want to win it, there it is. Damn I'm Pretty travel mug. We've got pink circle, red circle, and then just red. That will be, yeah. So whoever, we're going to do the lottery right now. If you have commented with the hashtag Hypnosis Hero, then you are in the running for the raffle here. By hashtag, let's get that in there. Hypnosis Hero. Okay, everybody get ready. We're going to start. And you don't have to be present to win, but you have to get a hold of me by tomorrow, Tuesday at noon Pacific. If you want to win this, if you see your friend won it, let them know. If they're not here, contact me. If I don't have your contact information, don't think we had anybody comment. Jim Kellner. Once again, I win. Try one more time in case anybody did. And Jim Kellner again.
That one said Dwayne. You didn't see that before you took it off the screen?
Hey, we got, you know what? We do have a couple people. So so I actually do have to run it again because, yeah, hold on. Yeah, Dwayne's on there too. Don't forget. Let's see. Nope, Jim Kellner again. We'll get somebody. Hold on. We'll get a real person here. Hold on. Damn it. Raffle. How come I can't make it go away? Hide it. Ah, there we go. Okay, we'll try it a few more times here. We'll get somebody. Start. Who's our winner? Who's our winner? Okay, everybody hold your fingers. I don't understand. We did have a couple of people. Did they not do the right? They did hashtag Hypnosis Hero, right? Keep entering, everybody. Keep putting hashtag Hypnosis Hero. No, it's Hypnosis Hero 1. Oh boy, this is the toughest one we've had so far. Okay, from now on, we won't push that. We won't actually write that password. We will just say the password. Well, actually, I don't think we have to worry about it. This has literally never happened, Dwayne. We've won like once before. The team has.
This is the power of belief. I think Jim really believes he's going to win this travel mug, and
exactly,
this is what's happening.
I'll save a few bucks this week. Keep entering, everybody. Somebody's going to win.
So we're supposed to be entering something. I'll get in on this. How do you do that?
It's hashtag Hypnosis Hero.
Where at?
I don't think you can do it. It's in the live chat.
All right. No, I can't do it.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely, you can.
You can. Go ahead.
Where's the live chat?
Try again with Hypnosis Hero, everybody. Can you see it, Dwayne?
No.
So
I
about
don't see it.
halfway down on the right, you'll see what looks
Oh, I
like.
see it. I see it. All right.
Yeah.
So hashtag Hypnosis Hero.
Yeah, just like Scott put in there. Casey's got it right.
Hey, Scott, you need to send us a picture,
Sue's
by the
got it
way.
right.
You send us a picture, by the way, Scott. We got one from Vinny Briggins. I don't see it though. Where's it at,
I
Shawn?
just put mine up there, but I don't see it.
Okay,
It
good.
takes a second or two for it to pop in.
Okay, let's show our lucky winner from 2 weeks ago. He's already he's excited. Let's see. I'll share that screen real quick.
I got it.
You got him?
I think I got it.
Good. Yeah, there he is. Vinny Briggins won. That's right.
He's so shocked that it's so pretty.
Exactly.
Damn, I'm pretty.
Okay, get ready. Here we go. Another raffle, another winner. Here comes a winner. See if it's Dwayne this time.
no,
No
it's
way.
Jim. I'll
Good
tell you,
Lord.
my perception has definitely shifted to Jim.
I'm going to leave here and go get some lottery tickets right after this.
That's going to come out as the app.
Okay, I don't know what happened here. Something has gone funky. What can we do, Shawn? Do we have a solution?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Draw it out of the hat.
Nope, even better.
Okay. Shawn's our tech guru. He has all the answers, all the solutions.
Shawn's also a dungeon master, so Shawn has his handy dandy trusty bag of dice.
All right.
Fantastic.
Good Lord.
All right.
Okay. So
Here we go.
do I write some names down or something, Shawn? What do I do?
Casey's number 1.
Okay, hold on. Well, don't say what number they are because I'm going to put random numbers to them. Okay, Casey, we got Scott.
Okay, Casey, Scott, Sue.
Dwayne. No, I'm putting the numbers to it, Shawn. So it'll be you can't. Hold on, and then we've got Sue.
Yep.
So we got 4 people, right? Anybody else?
Now keep me out of it since you're gonna be able to have a winner now. So
You're on board, Dwayne. You're on board.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't want to take somebody's coffee mug.
Nope, you're not taking the coffee mug. You hold on. Okay, it's on my T-Mobile bill. Let me just cut it off so we can see how big my bill is. Hold on. Okay, we got 1 through 4 here, Shawn.
Okay, so I need a 4-sided. Is what we're saying.
Yep.
Fortuitously, in the realm, we've got such a thing.
What and what number is it?
I'll tell you right away.
Okay.
Three.
Number 3. So as you can see, I wrote them here. 3 was
Scott.
Scott wins again. Congratulations, Scott. He just got his other mugs from about a month ago. So all right, Scott, go grab yourself a lottery ticket. You are a lucky winner. Sue, Dwayne, Casey, so sorry. Play again next time. Hopefully it won't be messed up. Dwayne, once again, a pleasure having you on the show. And thank you for doing that very interesting hypnosis journey that you did.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed being here and having this great in-depth conversation with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And guys, go ahead.
I was just going to tell Shawn thank you as well. Thank you, Shawn.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I just want to really encourage you. Just go take a minute. Go look through that program because I've gone through part of the program. I had so many things going on. I wasn't able to do it, so I'm going to come back to it. But that's how good it is. It's so robust. There are so many things in there that you can choose, and you can also just do the journaling part, like what Dwayne is talking about, to start actually getting control of your life. I mean, man, so many of us. You're going to get to the end of your life and go, "What the hell? I wanted to do this, this, and this, and I didn't do this, or this." But if you do it with intention and you engineer your life, like what Dwayne's talking about, you really can make things happen. I want to thank you all once again for watching. Take care. Be well. Be awesome.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Shawn. Good night, Jim. Thank you for